If you got a 5.7% click-through rate, would you be happy? For me, a 5.7% click-through rate is great news. In the interest of full disclosure, it's actually the figure that this article site is showing on my author stats. So, on average, for every 100 people who reach one of my articles, almost 6 of them click through to my site to get more information. I'm old school on this. Before I came to internet marketing, and even when I first started, because the web was so small, I used direct mail. And in that industry, if more than 1 in every 100 people who get your letter respond, you break out the champagne.so to get a response that's roughly 6 times a top-notch direct mail campaign is fantastic news. Of course, we're not necessarily comparing precisely like for like. Often with direct mail people have to send money, although traditional direct response adverts often offered a free gift in much the same way as internet marketers do. The two industries have much more in common than most people would like to admit, but compare the two a slightly different way and you'll see why you should be happy with anything like a 5.7% click-through rate. It takes a lot less time to write an article like this one than it does to write a direct mail sales letter. If I write a direct mail sales letter, it's usually a week-long process of writing, editing, rewriting, re-editing, and so on. If I write an article like this one, it's between 20 minutes and a couple of hours, but rarely at the top end of that scale unless it's a really long piece. It costs a lot less to send articles to people. This site does an excellent job of promoting the articles I write, even though internet marketing is quite a specialist niche. I also email my list occasionally when I've written an article I think they'll be interested in. But that's the extent of the promotion. Google and long-tail keywords take care of the rest. Those figures don't include any other sites that republish my articles. That happens quite a lot. And a lot more than the stats here show, because not every republisher uses the built-in system on this site. All in all, the click-through rates are an underestimate, and if you do a quick comparison with something like using Google AdWords or Facebook, it's unlikely you'll get that kind of click-through rate unless you've been creating and tweaking adverts for a long time. The other thing that makes this a really good medium, even if the click-through rate was as low as a mail order 1%, is the quality of the clicks. Think about it for a moment. Which takes more effort? Reading a short, maximum 25-character, headline and maybe the 2 lines below it and clicking the link, reading a 500+ word article like this one and clicking the link at the end of it. I think you'll agree it's the second option. And if you put your thinking cap on for a few seconds, you'll almost certainly come to the same conclusion I've come to. The people who've spent several minutes reading an article like this and then clicking are much higher quality than those who merely clicked an advert. Test it yourself. I'm pretty certain you'll be happy with the results.